Wednesday, everyone. It's me, Kim Hong, here again to share with you guys a trade idea that has a potential profit of 340 pips. Without further ado, let's jump in. All right, this trade idea will be based on the pair pound yen. UK inflation expected to break new high. Okay, before we get into the chart, all right, just a bit of recap over what happened yesterday in terms of economic data releases. Okay, so yesterday the UK jobs report was actually released, and to the surprise of many, there was actually I would say a strengthening of the jobs market, the UK jobs market. Okay, as opposed to an expectation that the jobs market may perform poorly last month, okay, because of the ending of the government's furlough scheme, okay. So, I mean, you guys already know what the furlough scheme is, right? It's some support provided by the job support, okay, provided by the UK government, all right? And, with the ending of it, well, actually months before the ending of the scheme, the market has actually anticipated a worsening of the jobs market, the UK jobs market, okay? They're actually expecting the unemployment to rise slightly, jobs will be lost and things like that, all right? So that was the expectation before the furlough scheme ended, all right? However, okay, the Office of National Statistics actually released an increase of 160,000 jobs just for the month of October alone, okay? And for the 3-month period, okay, for the latest 3-month period, something like a quarter kind of thing, all right, 247,000 jobs were added, okay? This is actually quite I would say, a surprise, quite a surprise in terms of strengthening, okay, of the UK jobs market to the market in general, okay. So this surprise, okay, if you guys actually traded the pound yesterday, you guys will see that upon release of the data, all right, there was a strengthening of pound across the board, all right. Normally, we don't see that much of an impact in terms of, okay, when it comes to the UK jobs report being released, okay, but yesterday was a different scenario, okay, because of the expectation that, the jobs market may actually perform poorly this time around, but instead we get a pretty strong, pretty good performance, okay. So, with all these with all these surprises going on, that's what actually moved prices, okay. Now, today at 1500 GMT plus 8, okay, another piece of crucial data will be released, okay, the UK inflation data. Now, recall that the Bank of England, during their most recent monetary policy meeting, has actually highlighted that the whole committee actually felt that if, let's say, the jobs and employment data, okay, were to go as expected, as forecasted in their quarterly report, okay, and inflation were to carry on rising, okay, to making new highs, okay, then it is it is pretty possible, okay, the central bank will actually consider an increase in interest rate to actually tame the ongoing rise in inflation, okay, in order to bring it down to to the central bank's 2% target sustainably, okay, not just bringing it down for like 4 months, but bringing it down and sustain at the level, okay, for a longer period of time, okay, because as you guys already know, inflation is rising like very, very strongly across the globe, okay. So the UK wasn't spared of this rise in inflation as well, okay. So with that, that's what the central bank actually said. If inflation were to keep on rising like that, we have to do something about it. All right. Even, okay, we have to hike interest rate to tame inflation, even before we actually end the quantitative easing. Okay. So it's actually quite different from many of the other central banks out there, whereby the SOP, the standard operation procedure, is to end quantitative easing before moving on to an interest rate hike. Okay, the BOE is doing things differently because we just find that inflation is rising too much. Okay, so with that, we can actually expect the expectation, okay, for inflation is actually 3.9, okay, as opposed to the previous release of 3.1. Now, if the data release were to be at least 3.9, then we'll be seeing probably like a 9.5-year, 10-year high record coming from the annual inflation. Okay. Now, with that, let me share my chart with you guys. So, pound yen. This trade idea is based on the H4 timing. Okay. So, as you can see, we have a buy stop level at 154.6. Okay. Due to the positive jobs report released yesterday, all right, we actually see a strengthening probably around this period of time, okay, a strengthening of the British pound, okay, and at the moment it's actually coming close to the 154.6. At the moment it's having some retracement. I think it's due to some, I think there was some discussions on the cooperation between US and China, okay, and there was some breaking news going on earlier today that actually led to this slight retracement over here, okay. But nonetheless, okay, if the UK inflation data were to release strongly later on today, then we can actually expect further strengthening of pound yen, all right. Now, if this trade idea were to be triggered, okay, I actually have a potential potential take profit at the 158 level, okay, which is 340 pips, as indicated by this top horizontal red dotted line over here, okay, 340 pips, all right. Now, my stop loss would be below this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 weeks low, okay, which is 240 pips, okay, 240, 250. Okay, so if this trade idea were to be triggered, I will update you guys again on our Traders Club. All right. Now, if you guys are not sure what I mean by Traders Club, we actually have our own Forex trading community. All right. Let me just do a quick share with you guys on what I'm talking about. Okay. So, if we were to head over to the link, jindaotai.com, okay, we will come to this page, scroll down. Oops, sorry, my computer is a bit laggy. Scroll down and you will see over here, my gift to you, okay. Key in your name, your email address, click on the get access button. We'll contact you shortly, and you will get to join our exclusive club for there was actually a free 1 month trial. Okay, so you get to join us for 1 month before deciding if you want to continue with us. Okay, and it's completely free for the duration of 1 month. All right. So during in the club, we actually have like traders sharing analysis, our views, our trade ideas. There's always Forex trade signals as well, okay? And on top of that, we also have coaching sessions and live trading sessions, okay? Like for example, today, it's Wednesday, later at 20:00 GMT plus 8, okay? There will actually be a live trading session. And of course, take note that, the Canadian CPI data will also be released later as well, okay? So there's actually, potential trading opportunities to be made, all right, and money to be made, okay. So join us now and see how we can actually help you guys in terms of your trading journey, all right. So like what I said earlier, if the trade idea were to be triggered, okay, then I'll update you guys again in the Traders Club. All right, with that, I'll see you guys again tomorrow during our currency call. Take care for now. Bye bye.